Notice my friend shifted, so I myself rotate. So that way I'm still in between he and my friend. Break. Now, freedom till he blows it. He blows it when he tries to connect, get in my space. He blows it when he starts to fixate or low growl at my friends in the distance. And then right back to the rigor.
Surprised he hasn't eaten the grass yet.
No, there's too many other things.
Uh-huh. So, hello, I know. This is, thank you, I know. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are, yes. Love our huskies to pieces, right?
The dog over there is very hyperactive.
The
Yeah,
golden?
that dog's really hyperactive.
Oh, the little fluffy?
Yeah, Bernie?
No.
Yeah, he's like really hyper if you're
So much excited.
trying to like.
Okay, well, thank you.
Wait, when were you telling me?
Oh, it was fine in the end, but he jumped in Xavier.
Oh, I heard he stepped in Xavier's.
Yes, spinning, connecting.
And then he
Okay.
told me. I forgot about that.
Get it, kid, but in order for him to, in essence, accept you don't get to take charge, he doesn't get to possess us. And that's the in front or behind, and I'm just doing that exact same slow walk that he's pretty decent at. So we're just asking this in a whole new, good boy, a whole new environment.
Is that the dog that they were talking about?
She said a lab, that's a golden, so maybe it's on the other side of the park.
Now that I know what a lab looks like. The one that
There's
attacked
butt
us.
spin, naughty, naughty.
The one that attacked us, I was like, oh yeah, it's a lab mix. I was like, no, it looks nothing like a lab. When I looked up what a
Uh-huh.
lab, now I'm thinking it was probably a pit mix.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, the little tan fat thing is a good old-fashioned pit bull. And a golden retriever to the far right. Sitting on the bench. I don't know, sweetheart. It's so good when you finally run and do your own little puppy program. Shaking, which is good. Shaking is a stress reliever. So there I feel a little growl. I know that's my friend. I know that's my friend. I know that's my friend. I know. Yes, doesn't get a shoot behind me. My friend. Thank you. Now after these interactions, I'll turn around so you can see y'all. This is on my foot. That spin. There's the chest. Into me. When he moves, pressure stops. Notice the orienting right in front of my lap again. He needs to move. This is my space. I don't want to relinquish to him. Going back to it. It wasn't the growling, it wasn't the possession. Look who's now leaning against me. So, big picture. Possession. We have to take away the possession. The crap he's pulling on dad and yourself to a lesser extent all stems from the relationship. So, coming to any environment, everything is just amplified. So that's where still inside of the house, being mindful of sitting under your chair, being mindful of those things. You're gonna keep moving. I know. That way, when you're outside of the home like this, when he does try these connecting behaviors, you're able to still address it, and he's not as intense about, oh, I have to get in your business. So yeah, taking away his, not really the drive, but the why.
Yeah.
Why is he barking at other dogs? Why is he thinking about being snappy? Well, is he possessing? So now look how I'm set up. He's on the yellow thing, dog friends are on the right. When he steps in front of my toe up, he needs to move. Good boy. Once he moves, pressure stops. There is no tension. Ooh, look who's in front of my face again. Pressure resumes, he moves away, pressure stops. Mind the butt spin. He doesn't do that frequent in the house. He does different versions of it, like sitting with the back to you or splitting your legs without calling him on a cue. But that butt spin is right there. Is that exact same thing as stepping on your toes. And it needs to be discouraged. He's fast with it, but needs to be discouraged. There's that fixating. How can I get his attention? That's where your treats can come in. So the smell. Good job. Thank you. Now look who conveniently sat but in front of my feet. Okay, I move a little. Thank you, sweetheart. When he follows, now I'm ready to do that same negative marker when he does try to cut in front again. Not as clever as he thinks. Expect him to cut in front again. You gotta swallow those things, kid.
I swear he just keeps them in his mouth for a period of time.
So watching the ears, watching the eyes. Now, big picture. If you do those leash corrections more than really twice and he's not responding, don't do it because the environment is too much for him.
Okay.
So that's where twice he stepped in front of me. Okay, got it. He didn't hesitate to crowd again. He just plain old crowded again. Okay, gotcha, kid. That tells me more work inside the home of the possession and giving me space. Yeah, you're sweet. I see that. What questions so far? I didn't know what he was going to throw at us, but a lot of possession he's throwing at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we keep trying to work on the possession stuff, so like the crowding and everything, and it's like without his prong collar on, he just doesn't care about pressure up. He just kind of like keeps doing whatever. So I don't know how to address that without having to keep his prong collar on at all times.
You have a dog in training, if that's what gets through you two, that's the big thing. You don't want to argue with your teenager, and you definitely don't want to say it 3-4 times.
Yeah.
So if you've noticed he does respect the prong, okay, great. It's your new fashion accessory, kid. Yeah, we'd love you not to have to use it inside the house, but where he's at behavioral rise, if he needs it to get the message, then okay, that's fine. That's why we have it. With my shepherd, as a young shepherd, he needed the prong and the e-collar layered because he was just so intense with all of his behaviors. Up. And when he moves, pressure stops. But it was, you know, a year and a half of hard work, but now at 7 years old, he's super solid. So here my friends are coming behind, so I want to go for a break.
I feel like sometimes he lulls us into a false sense of hope
Yay,
too.
into our husky.
Because it's like last week was great, and then this week it's like, what the heck?
Uh-huh. Yes.
I'm gonna dig a hole.
There are plenty of smells over there. There is no reason to cut in between the group. Plenty of smells behind us. Where it says he gets freedom within reason. It is unreasonable to cut right in between the two of you. Definitely love to see more curiosity, but I haven't seen him smell a dog once.
Yeah.
He's just stared.
Yeah.
So
Usually it's stare, get excited. If we allow him to greet them, he barks in their face and
Okay.
tries to kind of chase after them.
Yeah.
There's like no amount of calm at all.
Some of our neighbors are like, oh, let's have them meet. Where they're both on leash and they kind of get nose to nose, but it's a smaller dog usually, and that dog ends up getting scared with his level of intensity.
Very, very, very subtle things here. See how there's a line? I'm just walking with my foot along the line and he gets the other side. So that way it is very obvious when he tries to cross that line, and then I can use the leash to discourage it there. To him, once he's possessing, then the intensity goes up. I need to address the possessing. Up, relax. So here we could watch our friends. Up, relax. Oh, I know, it's tough. So now I'm going sideways. Zero pressure on the leash.
So basically, when he starts reacting to other dogs, kind of put yourself in between him and whatever he's reacting to a little bit, or?
So with the control position, he's on one side, the stressor's on the other side. You want to catch him before he's really emotional. I'm learning where are those thresholds here. You do know him like the back of your hand. So you could recognize, oh, he will bark, and then you can get in that control possession first. There's our lab our lady was telling us about, possibly. But like here, I'm in between he and my dog friend. Very light pressure up. The moment he takes that tiny step back, forward it gets tighter, bummer. Mind that butt. Mind that butt. Relax. Okay, this is going to be so no fair, so we're going to go over here. But yeah, before the emotion happens, we want to help discourage the escalation and the vocalization, as opposed to tell him, don't bark, don't be excited.
Yeah.
It's more, I'm handling it, kid. You don't have a reason to bark or get excited. Yeah, thresholds. We don't know what is too exciting for him visually until we see what's too exciting. He was dealing with the 4 or 5 dogs around, but no way could he deal with the dog playing fetch.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I see them get the chuck it out. It's like, I'm gonna set him up for success, remove him from the environment. Let's take a little chill pill.
So on my morning walks, there's generally a guy that takes 2 unleashed dogs into the park that I walk around and is playing fetch with them. Do you think it's a bad idea to walk him around the park then?
How does he handle it? Because
He likes to fixate on them, and like if it's, I would say within like 20, 30 yards that the ball or them come towards us, he starts kind of jumping and barking and reacting.
So it sounds like you want to work at a 35-yard threshold.
Yeah.
And just walk around there. Like here, why don't you come over here so we can see you a bit better. Perfect. So very light pressure up, relax. So like here, he could see our friends playing fetch. What is that? Maybe 40 yards, 50 yards, something like that. The way that I'm helping de-escalate is very, very mild pressure when he's leaning forward. But when he steps, that's the firmer pressure because he's now stepping over my foot or behind my heel. But I always want to go back to, good boy, that slack, that relax, that relaxation. I know, it's tough, kid. I know, sweetheart. I know, it's tough. I know.
He's like, I'm stepping back, I'm
A
stepping
little
back.
bit.
We can go forward now.
Actually, we're going to the other side of the car. The reason over here is he really wanted to go that way. So, okay, why? Okay, he's done. He was starting to scout. Lower down, do his tight circle, starting to scout out. No way do you get to do that, kid. Little thing, when his neck goes high like a giraffe, he's alerting too.
I think a lot of motion sometimes gets to him, so this swing is probably triggering him a little bit.
He's not fixating, so that's a good thing. Ah, there's your licking of the lip. So now I'm sideways. Relax. Patience. There's the giraffe neck, or that stiff neck. Little better with the twitching of the ears. I'd love to see those wrinkles go away, but I doubt that's happening. At least not today. Now I remember what I was going to say. When he started to woof or get excited with the passing dogs, he started to immediately sniff. I don't want him to sniff. He's going to overstimulate himself and then get more riled. So that's where each time he tried to sniff, I just kept the leash up. He abuses freedom.
Yeah.
So no way after we pass a dog you want to allow him to sniff. He will want to, but he's going to work himself up. And that's to be discouraged.
Is that only when we're walking on the leash, or
Well, after
like
you
when
passed
dogs
a
walk?
dog.
When dogs walk by the front patio, when we're sitting out on the front patio, he'll like put his nose up in the air and sniff,
That
or
I
like
like.
sniff
That's
down. Okay, that's
curiosity.
fine. Okay.
This was you passed two dogs on the sidewalk. He had his little wolf or little excitement. He tried to immediately smell the ground.
Yeah.
Doesn't get to do that after he gets stimulated from seeing a dog. So, stimulus is on the left now. I know I want to keep walking forward. I need to change sides. So now I'm in between he and my dog friends. Good boy. Thank you. Yeah, you can't correct a dog from behind, so I can't be on the other side of him and say, don't pay attention to the dogs in the field. Good boy. Thank you. You're a good boy. Now, we know he is very capable of walking in a straight line. Each time he's cutting me off, I'm stopping and pressuring up until he takes a step back. Here I need to de-escalate this. So very minor pressure up. And then I'm waiting for the ear to twitch or the body weight to shift, and then the pressure stops. There it got tighter. That's better. Yeah, mind the licking of the lips. That is a stress signal. Oh God, he teetered.
Yeah, he's very good about once you're in like a position where you're not on balance. That's when he darts a little.
Uh-huh.
It's like he's waiting for that moment.
Uh-huh. He recognizes we're a little more top heavy than he is.
Yeah, he got me good. Was it yesterday? I almost like stepped on him and fell over.
Uh-huh. I don't know if you walk them on both sides, but you're encouraged because you don't know where the dogs will be. If you strictly train one side or the other, that's okay. However, it can be limiting, like in cases here.
Yeah, I basically switch back and forth depending on where I am.
I typically keep him on my right just because it's stronger for
Uh-huh.
me. And I am
That's my man. He does not get to go straight to his feet after with his freedom. That's blowing the privilege. And hold your ground, Steve. That is your patch of asphalt. All right, he's done. I know, sweetheart, you're doing decent.
Yeah, I have started to introduce before we move, he has to be in heel. So like I'll break him, he'll do his thing, and then I'll say heel, and he has to come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better to,
I know.
or is it bad that I'm basically commanding him to do it every time?
No, it's not. In this environment, that might be asking too much unless he's good at it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm just starting to move.
Yeah, I've basically just started working on it, so he's not like amazing at it, but there are times where like I'll say it and he'll immediately do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, great. And then other times he's like, I'm gonna do what I'm doing.
Like even right here, I want to walk in a straight line. After about 3 steps, he's cutting in front of me. So that's when I stop, pressure up. Right there. So I know I'm onto you. So that's when we look at 2 little things. Is it the desire to possess and the keeping coming confront that way? Or is it that he is only well trained on one side of your body and thinks he needs to be on the other side? So that's where, well, Test it. Okay, Nico, we're gonna go right back to our shrubs and put him on the other side. Does he still cut in front of me? Or does he stay on that left side?
Yeah, I almost always keep him on my right side.
Uh-huh. So then that probably is not it. That's where I want to just show you both. Reset drills, absolutely. If you're not certain, well, let's do it again. Can we repeat it? So here, I want to walk to my random eucalyptus tree. So I just walk straight forward.
Yeah, I'm a little worried once he has 4 legs that because he can pull me down the street right now, even in his prongs. So
This dog is not ready to go in that environment. Too much darting around, licking at the nose, super deep wrinkles. Oh joy, notice how I lie. Oh joy, here's the dog friend. I go sideways. I don't necessarily want to use obedience. I want to use pressure training. Pressure he can understand. If he happens to put his butt on the ground, I will appreciate it, but I don't want to tell him SIT in the presence of a stressor. It'll do more bad than good, let's put it that way. If he chooses to lie down and to settle, then okay, great, I appreciate it, but it has to be more his choice. Like this, lovely.
I'd say he does go into a sit if we're far enough away from another dog, just so that he can
Sit and
watch
watch.
and observe. And then he goes down, just I think because the sit's probably more
Yeah.
comfortable for him. But he does like to do that in the middle of the sidewalk or whatever.
So like that's too much. Very, very light pressure up. And then when I see the ear twitch or the body weight shift, pressure stops. That was fixating. I don't mind watching. I mind fixating.
What is through the fence? Other dogs? Is that what
I
they say?
see a person with a chuck it, but I don't see the
Oh,
dog.
I see a dog.
Over by the tables.
Oh joy. So now look at our dog, Nico. Too stiff, light pressure. And now I wait for the ear twitch or the body weight to shift and then the pressure stops. Patience. It has to be his choice to shift or to ear twitch for the tension to stop. If I randomly stop before he does, there we go, before he does something about it, he's just gonna keep fixating and ignore the pressure. Light. Something about that little red dog. This guy does not approve. Or it just happens to be his turn. He took his break. So now let's get back at fixating.
Yeah, I have noticed there are dogs that he reacts to more than others. And I don't know whether that's like the energy that the dog's putting off or the breed or what.
I'd say a lot of times it is the little small ones, the little yappies. That
Uh-huh.
His prey drive, I think, kicks in sometimes too, and he's like,
He
I don't
needs
want
to
to
give
go.
me his chest when he turns around. Yeah, you're doing well, kid.
Do you have any suggestions also for rabbits?
Like y'all want,
Because he goes after those like crazy every morning.
that is a very tough one because of the prey drive, and honestly that's something, if you did want to address it, I defer to my mentor, a dog behavioralist in town, and have y'all outreach to him and say, hey, this is our husky, this is what we're encountering, is this something that we can undertake, and y'all help us in conjunction with Fernando.
Because like as excited as he was getting for the other, like that's what he does for the rabbits, and he just pulls towards them and gets in his little squat.
Yeah, that I would defer towards the mentor, because that's a true prey drive, and
Yeah.
that's something that I'm not too familiar with. I'm very happy to admit it. We have city dogs, not too many farm dogs out here. All right, so this is too intense. So I don't want to keep walking forward when he's like this. Light, patience, Relaxation. Patience. Hello, sweetheart. Mind the licking of the lips. Mind the shut mouth. Expect the spin. Patient. Shut mouth is too much. Yeah, Stevens, thank you. Thank you. Earlier question. When you do see the other dogs and he's already kind of excited, well, watch these mannerisms. He might have been hyping himself up 30 yards before he even got to where he was reacting. And that's where paying attention to these mannerisms. Let me slow it down. Oh, yeah, you can lie down. No, you don't get to go in front of me. Remember, your foot goes out to infinity. He can lie down over here. He doesn't get to lie down and army crawl in front of me. But what are his mannerisms? Is he already intense and fixating, and I take that brain to where that stimulus is, then okay, the kettle of water boiled over, but the energy was there. It was building.
Yeah, I would say as soon as we start heading to the park, the energy's already like on the verge of boiling over, because he basically like he's pulling the entire way to the park.
Gotcha.
I can stop a billion times and it's like he stops, he steps back, we start, he's instantly like trying to dart in front of me.
So
I don't know
watching how I've been walking around and incorporating that a little bit, very, very subtle. I'm really sinking into my footbed. I'm letting my heel pad, the foot sit on the floor, expand the toes out. I'm really planting each foot. And when you visualize and you actually slow that much down, it really makes him slow down. And it slows me down too. I can't walk like a normal person. I need to really slow this high intensity pup down, and it's just very, very slow grounding steps. Tiny thing for your sanity, you may want to pop him in the car and just drive him to the park, and then you can walk him around the park, and you don't have the hype up there, and then you can work on other things like don't possess you.
Okay.
But that's a workaround. But yeah, walking to the park, since he's settled, it's just really slow, where you're allowing every little bone in your foot to relax and to flatten.
Okay.
And
that's until he gets
well,
to the point where he's calm enough that he can actually like walk like a calm dog.
yeah, more calm enough that way. But also, he's so over it.
Yeah.
It's tough being boring. It's really tough slowing things down. And that's what's kind of tough about our more intensity dogs, is it's so easy to match that energy. And they're go, go, go. Then I get flustered and I need to match. Opposite. It's like, you're go, go, go. That's fine, kid. Let me know how that works out for you. I'm going to be wildly slow and wildly patient.
Yeah, because he definitely, I think the excitement starts at the house basically for the park. And my theory is, so we put him in his pen after breakfast, and lately he cannot it's usually he's in there at 6:30.
Too much staring light. Ooh, that's good.
At 7:20 without fail, he's barking to wake Steve up to take him to the park. And I think it's because he knows he's going to the park every day at that time. And so he gets excited until Steve lets him out and takes him.
Yeah, I tried to just sit on the couch for a little bit before going to see how he handled it, and he did not handle it well. He just came up and started nibbling on me.
Now look who army crawled.
Yeah.
Now I need to address that. Much better.
His little scoot.
He's too damn smart, you two.
Scoot now pouting in the donut.
And what's interesting, just kind of what you shared there with the routines, it's fair to have routines. It sounds like that morning walk is not your training walk.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting from point A to point B, kid. Let's go to the park. Maybe your afternoon walk, or when you have time on the weekend. Now we're going to really slow things down and get from point A to point B. If this is kind of his routine, I'd let him have it. He has to have his joys. He has to have his outlets. And if that's his yah-yah dad time, then fine, have it.
Yeah,
No
it's
big deal.
basically the morning walk to the park, like 30 minutes on the patio, watch all the kids go by to and from school. I feel like half of them are walking away from the school. I don't know.
Funny. That's funny.
And then like I go upstairs and we play for like 15-20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We do like find it and everything like that. And then after that it's back into the pen for
Mm-hmm.
his late morning nap.
Yeah.
And we keep that pretty steady every day
Mhm.
and pretty consistent. So
That's good. If he likes it, there's a light pressure, relaxation.
And even before that, he gets a lot of walks because
Uh-huh.
otherwise he drives us bananas. But so at like 5:45, I take him out in the morning.
Mhm.
I don't go to the park though because I don't want to go to the park by myself at
Light
5:45 in the
pressure.
morning.
No.
So we just walk around our complex area,
Mhm.
and usually he's